everybody, and welcome back to Tight Talk Theories, where I make Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney theories on a weekly basis. So if you're into that type of content and like theorizing on really fun topics, then I suggest you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you know when I upload and get a notification for that, because, why not get a notification and become the first person to comment on a video? That's pretty cool. So today we're going to be discussing what if Anakin was never trained. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. In The Phantom Menace, Anakin was found by Qui-Gon after Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and the royalty from Naboo, along with Jar Jar Binks, get engine trouble and have to make an emergency landing on Tatooine to get the engines fixed. They stumble across the town and meet Anakin. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewind all the way back to the part where they have engine failure. And they don't have engine failure this time, but manage to pass up Tatooine and go right back to Coruscant. Oh yeah, I just want to get this out of the way, but in my opinion, Phantom Menace is the worst Star Wars movie. So, what I would like to say is that there actually wouldn't be Star Wars. It would just be Star if this happened, because we know that the Droid Federation and the Republic get into war over money, and that's pretty much how most wars everywhere are started. The reason why the war escalated and became the Clone Wars was because Anakin was found by Palpatine, and when Palpatine found out how vulnerable Anakin would be to losing his mother, that's when Palpatine started realizing some tweaks and problems in Anakin. Once Palpatine found out that young Anakin was vulnerable, he created the clones and put the Order 66 chip in their heads to be ready for Order 66 when the time came. Palpatine used Dooku as kind of a henchman to escalate things and draw the attention off of Anakin's vulnerability to stopping Dooku and Grievous from destroying more innocent lives and Force-sensitive children across the galaxy. Palpatine makes Dooku hurt Obi-Wan, and that very much frightens Anakin and makes Anakin very angry at Dooku, which causes Anakin to cut off Dooku's hand and later on cut off Dooku's head in Revenge of the Sith. We also see Anakin lose his mother in Attack of the Clones and gets extremely mad and uses the dark side and slaughters all the Tusken Raiders. Palpatine saw the impact that would happen on Anakin's death and used it to his advantage, telling him that Darth Plagueis the Wise had the power to bring people back to life or save people from death. Anakin got intrigued by these teachings and wanted to learn them, and when he found out about his dreams that could come true due to the dark side of losing Padme, he didn't want that to happen and got sucked right into Palpatine's grand plan. Palpatine then went on to do Order 66 and kill off most of the Jedi except for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Skywalker children, Ahsoka Tano, and Ezra and Ezra's master, along with a few of the clones that escaped before the chips were installed or removed their chip when they had the chance. So, if we rewind back to the part where the ship got damaged, if the ship would have bent all the way back to Coruscant, none of this would have happened, meaning the war would have never escalated and probably would have been agreed on, like we see in Season 3 of the Clone Wars on Netflix or Cartoon Network, because we see them go to the Droid Federation and make a deal with the money stopping it. But then the war picks up again later on in the series. So, like I said, Star Wars would just be Star if Anakin was never born. Not to mention, Luke Skywalker and Leia would have never been born either, because they didn't have their father that got trained in the side of the Force, met Padme, and had 2 children with her in the 3rd movie, Revenge of the Sith. And we would have never gotten to see Obi-Wan become Force Ghost. We would have never got to see Yoda become a Force Ghost. We would have also never heard about Han Solo and the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. So, really, Anakin is the reason Star Wars is Star Wars. So, do you agree with my speculation on this topic? If so, or if not, then comment why or why not on the comment section or at my Twitter or my Instagram or anything like that, because I have a Twitter and Instagram, which will be in the description, like always. Also, check out a couple other videos that I will have in the outro, and make sure to subscribe to Star Wars Therapy and Rebel Scum Podcast, because those are my first 2 collaborations. One coming in June, and the next sometime, I believe next month, is when I will be on Star Wars Podcast, Rebel Scum Podcast. But that should be extremely fun, and I'm extremely excited about that. I also have a few other ones, like I would plan to be on Den of Nerds, which would be really cool, because that channel was on podcast a couple weeks ago. I think it was last week. But it's a very cool channel, so I highly suggest you check out those 3. Also, someday, I will collab with Star Wars Theory. Goals. That is a goal. I also plan on collabing someday, hopefully, with Watts of Videos, or Seamus Gordon, or the Super Carlin Brothers, because they're all these channels are great theorists, and I look up to them, and I don't copy any of their theories. All these theories I come up with in this thing, that doesn't really work as well, but I have a great time doing this, and so do all these other theorists, and I hope to someday be on their level of subscribe. So I highly suggest you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. But most importantly, continue to talk tight. See ya. Bye-bye.